plans to use public funds of more than 6 trillion naira by the APC to rig the 2023 general elections has been busted. This is contained in a leaked document provided by a whistleblower. The leaked 13-slide document with the APC watermark indicates it's an official document of the APC. It details strategic plans to use 6,500,678,948,080 naira of federal funds to buy voters and officials in the 22 states controlled by the APC in what appears like a scam. A Ponzi scheme. This amount is almost half of Nigeria's 2023 budget. This is about $11 billion, if calculated by using the parallel market rate of more than 600 naira $1 or about $15.3 billion, the official exchange rate of 425 naira to $1. The question is, where is this kind of money coming from? Or is the APC printing money? The APC controls 22 states, the PDP controls 13 states, and All Progressive Grand Alliance controls 1 state. The 22 receiving states are grouped into 6 groups labeled A to F, with each group representing a geopolitical zone. Group A, Northwest, is the zone which posted the highest electoral outing for the APC in 2015-2019 presidential elections. At the bottom of the chart is Group F, representing the Southeast, the zone where APC posted its worst performances within the same period. The leaked APC document reveals how the whooping sum of 6,500,678,948,080 naira has been earmarked through a diabolical Ponzi scheme to prosecute the 2023 elections. These funds will be dispersed by the Central Bank of Nigeria using the Commercial Agricultural Credit Scheme. These organs of government are now mere departments of the ruling APC. These federal agencies have been assigned specific roles in ensuring that 6 trillion naira of public funds is deployed to fraudulently steal the 2023 elections from Nigerians. These are: Office of the President, led by the Chief of Staff, is the facilitator. Central Bank of Nigeria is the funds distributor. The Office of the National Security Advisor handles security setup for the entire operation. The Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development is the mobilizer. While both the Presidential Fertilizer Initiative and Federal Ministry of Agriculture will be used to distribute agro and food palliatives. With these the hope to escape public scrutiny. According to the leaked document, all 22 APC states will be beneficiaries of the vote-buying Ponzi scheme, with a combined number of 110,386 polling units. The remaining states, with their 60,481 polling units, are eliminated from this scheme. The leaked document further states that sums ranging between 10,000 naira and 20,000 naira will be paid on election day. In total, the APC targets harvesting all 29,804,220 votes in states currently controlled by APC governors. This is against the aggregate voting strength of 17,870 within the states controlled by PDP. The diabolic document even distributes votes, though the election is still many months away in 2023. APC pre-awarded itself more than 29 million votes, while the PDP is pre-awarded 17 million votes, thus ensuring a pre-arranged winning margin of 11,663,850 votes. Other parties are pre-awarded 1,500,000 votes, as well as 804,000 rejected votes, to further pursue their devilish plot against the Nigerian people. The leaked 2023 APC election document demonstrates how to manipulate the biometric voters' identification system and card readers in order to perpetuate biometric fraud. This will be done by modifying the card readers and biometric systems. The biometric systems in APC target states will have unlimited capacity, those in PDP-controlled states will be limited. APC allocated 1,909,936,800,000 naira to vote buying on election day. 153,498,255,129 naira is allocated to buying over a neck ad hoc staffs, observers, state returning officers, police, army, and civil defense. 3,153,498,255,129 naira will be disguised under the Poverty Alleviation Program, but the condition is that the beneficiary pledges to vote APC. Envisaging a barrage of petitions that will arise from the elections, 153,498,255,129 naira has been allocated to election tribunals. APC governors get 730,247,382,693 naira. APC state and local offices gets 300 billion naira while the support groups will pocket 100 billion naira. 7 ghost organizations will be used to siphon funds, disguising as agricultural grants. Agriculture and Aquarian Services. Nagarta Farmers Association. Fairwater Multipurpose Cooperative Society. KNARDI Multipurpose Cooperative Society. Maynasa Ra Multipurpose Cooperative Society. Allen Z Integrated. Lottos. These ghost organizations pockets 928,668,421,154 naira each. Details of persons who will supervise, coordinate and disperse these illicit funds are all clearly listed in the leaked document. But the APC has been exposed. May God bless Nigeria and her people.
Every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day Chukwabiama Benigwe whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace. Under our command, O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. Ahadin sosine bigebi rone bigebi. He said.
IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands, and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it, farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who's doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we're making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Quite a large number came from this part of the country, what used to be Eastern Nigeria, and particularly many of the senior officers. Senior officers also came from other parts of the country, but from this side, you know, because the people from here, from Biafra, that is the old Eastern Nigeria, very go-ahead people, and a number of them had joined the army in the officer corps, and quite a lot of these were killed during the July program. And I myself, I'm not an Igbo man, but I was to be killed also, and I just managed to escape. And a few of the officers escaped, but very many were killed. Those that were killed came from what was then Eastern Nigeria. For instance, Major Rock is not an Igbo man, but he was killed. He was killed in Kaduna. Major Kanam was killed in Lagos, and he is not an Igbo man. And several others like that. I'm trying to say that the people, the officers killed, came not just from one tribe, but from the Eastern Nigeria as it then was.
Yes.
And so there you are. It was lucky for those of us that escaped.
Yes.
I september begynte nye store uroligheter I nord, som førte til at mellom 20 og 30 000 iboer ble massakrert. Mesteparten av de 2
It is not enough. It is not enough that we are complaining that the economy of the Igbo land is collapsing because of sit at home. Hello? You may not know the impact of this sit at home issue. It is so painful to any business person. But for people who have businesses, so we have to lift our hands, because the secret of that sit at home is the releasing of Nnamdi Kanu. If Nnamdi is free today, sit at home will stop today. So lift your hand. We pray for prisoners, and one of us is in prison, and because of his importance, even the government could not stop sit at home. Has said, go to work. Yet they are in their houses. And if they are about to move, they will use about 20 security vehicles around themselves. So we shall lift our hands to pray. For over 3 years now, this is the year Igbo people have farmed. Listen, for over 3 years now, this is the best year Igbo people had farmed. We are thanking our young men who helped to clear the farms from herdsmen disturbances. God will bless you. You may not know what it means. In Abogugu last time, one farmer was killed and the whole body butchered and was brought between Ozala and Abogugu. The body packed there. Now, our farms, by the grace of God, are freed from herdsmen destruction. One of our priests last year, all his farms was messed up. He was crying. This year, he started laughing. So I am thanking our young men. I am blessing the Igbo youths. It shall be well with you. Amen. Ono mata oborobo. Odika obosoko. Sai wenere chukwu aka enu. Ta Good Friday mbosi nwere onwe. Isai. Anyị na-ekpe ekpere maka nwere onwe nke nwanne anyị Nnamdi. O nwere onwe tata. Sita choma kwusata. Nwere onye kwutere na okwu batara ya na mba. Mụ abụ onye izi bịabụrụ ịbịa ka mba. Simon Ekpa wee pịa m ya. Pịa m ya sị na a ga-apịaba mana gọta. N'ọkwa ugwu a na-akwanyere m mmechikwa ọnụ zere ha na situm. I went home and meditated on that. It's painful. But it is now a responsibility upon us to pray out. That's our brother. So I went to Chukwu n'isi ya. Ebe ọ bụ na ọ nọ ya mara na ụmụ ya nwere aka. Sọ nụrụ ude nwa na-agba n'ọsọ. Onye nụrụ ude nwa na-agba n'ọsọ. Onye nụrụ ude nwa na-agba n'ọsọ. Ị nụrụ ude nwa na-agba n'ọsọ.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we're making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Was asking me, a major prophet of God, what do you think about the man called Simon Ekpa? I said, Simon Ekpa is possessed. And the people begin to ask, what kind of possessed? And I told them, I said, Simon Ekpa is fully possessed, and also is a man that everybody should be careful to stay out. What's the meaning of that? The meaning of that is what is called possessed with the spirit of freedom. When somebody is possessed with the spirit of freedom, it will be in such a way that the person has no any other thing to do than to fight for what's called freedom. So you look at the Biafra land as a place called the fatherland of Biafra. The spirit of freedom right there in Biafra has already completely possessed Simon Ekpa. And as he has possessed Simon Ekpa, you that is trying to make noise or fight with him or do one thing or the other, you are also fighting the spirit of freedom. And if anything happened to you, it's not my concern, because you don't understand how spiritual things and the things of the spirit goes. Because in the realm of the spirit, when God wants to make sure somebody is used for a purpose, the person will be used based on the coming upon the spirit, or what the kind of power that has possessed you, or the spirit that has possessed you. So spirit of freedom is already in his life and has possessed him fully, and they cannot talk any other thing than what's called freedom. And if anybody needs to move on the same path, you must also come to the level of that level of spirit freedom to endow you and possess you and be able to talk about freedom. People talk about freedom with empty mouth. They end up and they're carried by chaff. We blow, they are carried away. People that talk about freedom, when something they just the way, but people that are possessed with the spirit of freedom, with the spirit of Biafra land, no matter the bribe you give to them, they will never accept your bribe. They will never agree with you. If you like, take presidency of social country, they will never accept it from you, except that freedom that has possessed them, that they are after. That's what they go about. So Simon Ekpa is already filled with the spirit of what's called freedom, and so you should there and not fight the man that has received grace or received the power of the spirit of freedom. Don't fight that man. Fighting that man will destroy your life. It may even cost you what you will never, you and your generation may continue to suffer. I am not here to begin to follow anybody or anybody. I am here to try of what I am seeing in the spirit, because the spiritual always control the physical. And when I'm giving this, that's called the spiritual message, I pass it raw the way it is. So Simon Ekpa is a man that has already been filled and also possessed fully with the spirit of freedom. And spirit of freedom is not the kind of spirit that you joke with. When Jesus came upon the face of the earth, he said, the spirit of the Father is upon me, for he has anointed me. The spirit of the Lord has come upon me. He has anointed me to preach the good tidings, to spread the good news, to carry the word all over the place. And just went about, was doing exactly what the spirit of the Father possessed him to do. And that same spirit was him, that even to extent that he died on the cross and was buried, and on the third day he resurrected, because there's a spirit that quickened the dead body. And the spirit quickened Jesus, and Jesus went up and began to do exactly what he came to the world to do. So Simon Ekpa, you are seeing, is a disciple of what's called freedom fighting, and the spirit of freedom has fully possessed him, and you can never separate him from that spirit, and they can never want to wake up and talk about any other thing rather than talking about freedom. And that is why most of the revelations you are seeing and most of the deep mysteries and deep things that is bringing out here and there is based on the spirit of freedom that is upon his life. So if you want to sin, go first of all and remove the spirit of freedom out of him. So when you remove the spirit of freedom, then you can have a way. But if you cannot remove the spirit of freedom, you better join him and not fight him. That is what's going on. And then you come to the Biafra land as a Biafra nation. All the people that must talk about freedom are people in the class of what's called Jim or Jumegu Oduku. We talk about people, you go straight away, you talk about somebody like Namo de Kano. You talk about every other person that is not known, but they are hot. You talk about Simon Ekpa. You talk about Major Prophet David King Elijah. We are not talking about this freedom based on, we are or we want to collect money or this or that. We are talking about the emancipation of God's people. God's people is in Nigeria, and also their light is not shining. It's supposed to shine the way it ought to shine, to change the destiny of Africa, to change the destiny of the people right here in the South Africa and the West Africa, Nigeria side, to change their destiny, to even bring a blessing to Yorubas, to the Hausas, to Fulanis, and everywhere, to bring the light that will shine permanently. But it is quite
newspapers. You were listening to some idiots hired by zoo government to rubbish Biafra. You are listening to them gossiping about me. Oh, Nnamdi Kanu is a fraudster. He's a thief. And what did Nnamdi Kanu steal? Nothing. Did he defraud you? Nothing. Then why are you calling him a thief? They cannot answer. That was why Simon Ekpa took time to demolish the little toad. Bravo. Demolished him. By your Tony Maya. Demolished your Coco and dumped him in the gut and the sewage. Objectively. You're asking me for map of Biafra when the map was there, Ojukwu fought with. You're asking me for my road maps, I will give you, you can give to Janjaweed. The idiots, they never planned to go to America. It was when I decided to go to the US for 30th of May last year. They also came up to say, oh, we are going to America as well. Anywhere I go to, if I hold a town hall meeting, they'll go and be gossiping, yapping at the back. Oh, now they cannot spoil the struggle. He's a thief. You ask them, what have you contributed to IPOB? No. Then what did he steal from you? I don't know if their plan of new Nigeria movement with Yoruba. Let's destroy Nnamdi Kanu. And as we have destroyed them, the glutinous was bigger. You're fighting for Biafra and you're building a mansion without sewage system. You don't know those houses we knock down in Biafra. We are going to knock down every building and we will rebuild everything. They convince all of them, even the pipeline security guard, Asian Creek, they are part of sign agreement. New Nigeria, let's move for New Nigeria. Me, you talk to me about New Nigeria. You're a madman. A child of Biafra, you're to discuss New Nigeria. Thunder will destroy you and your lineage. These are the idiots. When the Fulanis are coming, they are coming here. The Gambari, they are coming. So when I was telling you before, you didn't know. So you did not know before. You were deaf and dumb. When I was telling you before that they are coming, you didn't know. They married that they were coming. Useless set of people. Sycophants. IPOB is consistency personified. We don't change. It doesn't matter what you do. You can write your garbage. You can yap and gossip from now till 2099. That is your business. We don't move an iota. Where we are is where we are. Our agenda is our agenda. We are not shaking. Not to the right, not to the left. Unshakable. Gossip from now till the kingdom come. Unshakable. Indestructible. This movement is indestructible. Not by man. They have not given birth to you to convince me to join New Nigeria movement. A bunch of criminals and bastards everywhere. I am a child of heaven. I'm a child of heaven. I don't engage in all this nonsense. Biafra is my mission. My parents died as soon as Elohim said it is there. Look at it, I've given it to you people. And he called them. Then I move forward and then get Biafra. Nonsense. New Nigeria. Thunder fire all of you and your new Nigeria. Check it, Uno. Simon demolished your coco. And Simon is doing a good job, by the way. And I want him to stay on it. Not when I praise you, it goes into your brain. You start misbehaving after 2 weeks. We give you IPOB treatment. I want you to remain on the path of truth and diligence. Truth and diligence. Because you're doing a good job. Continue doing it. We need many of you to come up and be speaking. My goodness, if it's only me, they'll say, oh, maybe he's mad. Well, we have a lot of mad people, then you'll understand. You'll be forced to reason and think. Idiots everywhere. Every blessed.
ike anyị jere bute bụ ike mmụọ, ike Pentikọst, ike mmụọ. Ike anyị jere bute bụ ike mmụọ, ike Pentikọst, ike mmụọ. Ike anyị jere bute bụ ike mmụọ, ike anyị ji apịa ndị sabo ụtalị, ike mmụọ. Ike anyị jere bute bụ ike mmụọ, ike freedom of Biafra, ike mmụọ. Ike anyị jere bute bụ ike mmụọ, ike wotowoto, ike mmụọ. Ike anyị jere bute bụ ike mmụọ, ana m agwa unu ike mmụọ. Ike anyị jere bute bụ ike mmụọ, ike Pentikọst, ike mmụọ. Ike anyị jere bute ike mmụọ, ike we dey do, we dey show, ike mmụọ. Ike anyị jere bute bụ ike mmụọ, ike we go underground, we come out, you see am, ike mmụọ. Ike anyị jere bute bụ ike mmụọ, ike 119 days to go, ike mmụọ. Ike anyị jere bute bụ ike mmụọ, ala Fulani na-agba ọkụ, ala Nigeria na-agba ọkụ, ike Pentikọst, ike mmụọ. Ike anyị jere bute bụ ike mmụọ, na Nọvemba ka ọ ga-ebido. Ike anyị jere bute anọkwa n'unu m bụ na Nọvemba ka ọ ga-ebido. Ike wotowoto, ike mmụọ, ike Pentikọst, ike mmụọ. Ike anyị ga-eje free Biafra, ike anyị ga-eji wee free Biafra, ike wotowoto, ike mmụọ, ike Pentikọst, ike mmụọ. Unu amakwa na ike anyị ebugo sokwa biri ike Pentikọst, ike mmụọ, ike wotowoto, ike mmụọ, ike Pentikọst, ike mmụọ. What you don't know is bigger than you. What you don't know is bigger than you. Ike anyị ga-eji wee gbalịa Nigeria ike Pentikọst, ike wotowoto. Onye apịatụrụ ọ pụọ n'ụzọ ka apịatụ onye ọzọ si ya n'azụ. What we are doing and what we have done for the past 1 year is apịatụo gị, ị pụọ n'ụzọ ka apịatụ onye ọzọ so gị n'azụ. Maka the spiritual bullet nwere gị na-abịa from akụkụ. So apịatụo gị. If you don't want to go down the 6 feet, ị pụọ n'ụzọ ozugbo ka ife so onye so gị n'azụ. Etu a ka ọ dị. Anyị abatago. Ọ gbara Igbogharị. Ha! Onye na-achị ọchị bọsụ ụwa dị ya njọ. Anyị anara ezo. Those who say Simon Ekpa is their problem, Simon Ekpa will be your problem. I am not here for you. Good evening, my fellow Biafrans. Good evening, everyone. I want to tell you today that we have entered another dimension. We are jumping from dimension to dimension in the struggle for freedom of our people. IPOB autopiloted all over the world. IPOB Biafra people all over the world. IPOB biggest family all over the world. We are going to change code tonight. As our freedom is getting closer and closer by the day. From tonight, we are going to change the code. IPOB all over the world. Woto Promas. IPOB autopiloted all over the world. Woto Promas. The month of November is the Woto Promas month. I have always told you people, we are not here for, now we are not having a normal program. It is going to last for a while. We are entering our normal exposition, by the way. Our program now is what I call a brush up, to brush things up. We are officially 119 days to Biafra. I have said it before. Instead, Biafra will not come in 2023. We will burn down Nigeria and still Biafra will come. Do you understand me? When we say we will burn down Nigeria, some people will shout, oh, go and arrest him. Go and arrest him. These are fools. Complete fools. You think we are scared of saying we are going to burn down Nigeria? Who will burn down Nigeria? You think war is to come and cement your house? You think fighting war for your freedom is to come to your house and cement it, or to go to government houses and put a pillar so that it will not fall? You think fighting for freedom is not about burning down? We're going to burn down Nigeria. And after burning it down, Biafra will still come. So the choice is yours. It is not, I want you to make this video go viral. I am saying it today, the 6th of November, 2022. If you do not give Biafra freedom, and if we do not get freedom in 2023, and if we do not fight for the freedom and get it, we are going to burn Nigeria down. And after burning it down, we are still going to get our Biafra. All of them is what we call win-win. It is either way. So I want to start this program by making this declaration on this day. If you go to our Twitter, it is there on Twitter. The month of November, we have declared that if Biafra did not come in 2023, we will burn down Nigeria and we are still going to get our Biafra. Okay? After burning it down. I want you to understand that for those of you who do not understand what freedom is all about, we are not here to give you peaceful freedom fighting. No. Our own fight, we have picked up arms and we are defending ourselves because we have been killed for many years. And we are tired of complaining. So this freedom fighting is not the one you know before. It is not on the pages of newspaper. It is not on social media. We are fighting on ground. We are fighting diplomatically. We are fighting on social media. We are fighting on ground against Nigeria government who have killed our people without remorse. And let me tell you, we are winning them already. Yesterday was yet another great day that we have made history. You know, we told them, if you think those who advise you to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they have given you wrong advice. I believe I don't need to remind you that. I do not need to remind you. Chineke mere m ebere. Mekwaru unu ebere. Because I want to inform you today, for those who are asking, what is the elite doing? What is the Biafra elite doing? Biafra elite don't do anything. We don't have what we call Biafra elite. There is nothing like Biafra elite. Because the elite are corrupt. At least, can you point at one person that you are going to call Biafra elite that is not corrupt? Can you point at one person that you can say he is a Biafra elite that is not feeding fat by what Nigeria provide for him or her? Can you mention one elite that will be in soup the way they are in Nigeria and they will be talking about freedom? No. We are fighting for the freedom of 99% of Biafra people who are the receiving end of all the corrupt and criminal and terrorism and every criminality that Nigeria has offered. For the fact that from the beginning of Nigeria, we were never one. There has been cat and dog fight from the beginning to now. So if anybody is telling you, oh, what about your elite? What are they saying? They are not ready for Biafra. Tell the person that the person should go to hell. The freedom of Biafra is not freedom of the elite. The freedom of Biafra is not freedom of the governors. Governors don't need freedom. They are very contented with the slave mentality and the looting and the fraud and the corruption they are living with in Nigeria. So you can't expect them to fight for freedom. We are not fighting freedom hoping that the governors will join us. Never. And you know, we have declared them our enemy. And very soon, they will be hearing from us. We say those who say we will not sleep, we are going to give them sleepless night. I want you to understand that this freedom is for the freedom of Biafra, not the freedom of politicians, not the freedom of the representative. And by 2023, we are going to make sure that nobody will be voted in Biafra land. Nobody will be voted because that doesn't represent the interest of Biafrans. They have failed and failed woefully. We will fight them physically, spiritually, and everything we got. And because we focus on them, from this November, all of them will be very uncomfortable in Biafra land. When we are revolting against the terrorist government, we revolt against their servant. So everybody that served them are the enemies of Biafra. It is either you come secretly and declare your support for the people, otherwise, by the time we start fighting, we are going to fight you too. You can't be serving two people and two masters at the same time. You can't be serving the interest of the terrorist government against your own people. So by the time we are going to start, we will fight you. All of you in Biafra land, you are going to receive it. It is a revolution. When we have the revolution, we are not revolting against ordinary people. We are revolting against the government and their agents. So I am not here to paint the world. I am here. We have built your mental toughness for 1 year, at least. We have been able to tell you that the time has come that you will begin to stockpile food. When we say 119 days, it is not too far. It is here. And our responsibility is to make sure that nobody in Biafra land will be voted. Nobody will vote and nobody will be voted for. We are going to tell them that the Biafra people are the one who have been voting them to go and represent Biafra people in this evil contraption called Nigeria. Yet, what do they do in return? They invite military to kill you when you protest against them. What do they do in return? Immediately they become governor and swear oath of allegiance to the caliphate. They will begin to pursue and chase after volunteers and vigilantes and security outfit that will form to protect our land. Today, the same people are coming, telling you how you are going to be part of Nigeria 2023 election. And I want to thank those who are making super chat, the UNESCO. Thank you very much for your super chat. We appreciate you. You are supporting us, supporting everything we do all the time. Yesterday was a very historic day, and all of you can understand now that indeed Nigeria planted the people that are sabotaging the Biafra struggle within. The same way we went into alliance and collaboration and issued a very historic joint press briefing yesterday with our Yoruba nation leaders, will be the same way, has been the same way many governments are communicating with us. Many countries communicating with us. And any day, they are going to hear that, oh, this country is now supporting Biafra. Do you know what they're going to do? These same criminals will be the people to write those countries. Oh, you are supporting Biafra. You are supporting them. They are not real. They are not original. They are not, they are thief. They are criminal. This is what they have been doing. They are doing it within themselves. They are doing it even to those who have applied asylum in different parts of the world. You know, when I talk about asylum, the idiots, they don't understand that our people who are applying for asylum all over the world must be protected until Biafra come. They tell you if Biafra is coming, why are they asking people asylum? Hey, Jesus Christ. We've heard the story of how they wrote against asylum seekers years back. I'm sorry. I drink something and the water is disturbing. Sorry. You know, when I drink this one, they say, another MSA. Program get a gap walk. Program get a gap walk. Sometimes you have to put it in a very nice glass so that they will say he's drinking Hennessy. Okay. He's drinking Hennessy. That program won't get that gap walk. So, as I was saying, by the time some of them were writing against those who have applied for international protection, some of them even facilitated the deportation of their own brothers. And they claim they are strong. They claim they are strong. They write to countries where people are seeking asylum, and even when it was not because of what they wrote that made those people to be deported, because of their document, once they deport them, they will be taking the glory of deporting their own brother. We are not like that. What am I going to gain for deporting you? I know what to do. Some of you that have wronged Biafra will be deported. It is in my palm, especially when you are in Europe here. I know what to do. It doesn't cost me money. But I will not do that. So when they hear us talking about asylum seekers, they say if Biafra is coming in 190 days, in 119 days, why are you? We are going to safeguard our people even one day remaining for Biafra. Because 30 days, 1 week can save a life of any asylum applicant around the world. I'm not surprised because them are illiterate. Some of them are novice, are ignorant of how the international protection works. So the people we are talking about are not those who are in Nigeria. We are not telling anybody to leave Biafra land or to leave Nigeria. We are creating awareness for those who already left and they are now seeking asylum because they are Biafrans. So, I want you to understand today that we have defeated Nigeria already. Everybody can now understand and you know, to refresh, I think we have some issues here. You know, there has been some kind of all this while, you know, they tell you Simon shared this and Simon shared that. And I would look at them and I laugh. I laugh. Because you don't know what is coming. I want you to listen to what happens when you join Nigeria. One moment.
Nasarawa is big. It's a great country. 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 Nasarawa is big. country. Nasarawa is big. It's a great 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 country.
It shocked you. You see, Anya Apibagi Among. He will be receiving spiritual slap here, left and right. Spirit of Ojuku is slapping him. Spirit of Biafra is slapping him. All the 3 million of children of Biafra that died, they are all after him. So, so expect more. Nasarawa is a very big country. I do not know when Nasarawa become a country. But maybe this of Biafra possessed him and he was giving them kind of a hint that even Nasarawa, as big as it is, should be a country of its own. Nasarawa is a very big country. Let us listen to it again. Very important.
Nasarawa is big. It's a great country. Nasarawa is big. It's a great country. Nasarawa is big. It's a great country.
Nasarawa is big. Is a great country. Is a great country. Nasarawa is big. Is a great country. We are going to continue. Those of you that are distracting us in the comment section, talking about Biafra Unite, we are going to block the comment section. Biafra Unite is fine. And for that reason, we make it to members only. Let us see that we have reasonable people commenting on the platform. You don't comment about someone. All right. That is a video I want to play, and we are going to continue. I want everybody to pay attention to this.
And the lack of leadership upon we're seeing all of this in Makodi, Ekino State, when he visited Governor Samuel. Take a listen to Mr. Peter Obi.
The deal I have with them is that they are passionate for a better Nigeria. That's the only deal. Everybody wants Nigeria to survive now. Everybody, because at the end of the day, if it collapses, anarchy consumes everybody.
The deal he have with who? Which people is P2B talking about the deal he have? I don't understand. He have the deal with the British or the deal with... So he should, they did not start the London boy on time. We should know which of the deal is P2B talking about.
The country is facing escalating security threat, current crisis, and the lack of on the part of the ruling All Progressives Congress. We're saying all of this in Makurdi, the capital of Benue State, where Governor Samuel Ortom. Take a listen to Mr. Peter Obi.
I can tell you the only deal I have with them is that they are passionate for better Nigeria.
The only deal I have with them is that they are passionate with a better Nigeria. So who is P2B referring of having a deal with that are passionate? Is it about their passionate? Is it about their passion, or is it about our own life, our future, and our right to get ourselves a better nation that we can progress more? So who is P2B referring to? To be passionate about one Nigeria and all that. Is it about us? It is not about us. Why are they passionate about us staying in a terrorist country? Why are they not passionate about us building aeroplane? Why are they not passionate about us having working hospital and school? Why are they not passionate about us? Is it the 5 PDP governors? This man, I need to know. Kassim Wosu, was he referring to PDP governors? It does not matter who he is referring to. Whoever that he is referring to, the question goes to them. What are they passionate about in Nigeria? Are they passionate about the Nigeria because Nigeria is producing aeroplane and building motors and all that? Are they proud of Nigeria and passionate about one Nigeria because Nigeria has built one of the world-class road network? Are they passionate about Nigeria, that Nigeria has protected your life? They are passionate about one Nigeria, which they don't know how the Fulanis have restructured the Nigeria to the extent they have hijacked every sensitive position in Nigeria. They don't know when the 1989 Abuja Declaration was made. So what these people are talking about and how he went into agreement with them because they are passionate about Nigeria. So what is the passion all about? I want you people to watch and listen very attentively.
That's the only deal. Everybody wants Nigeria to survive now.
Why would you be wanting Nigeria to survive when the people that made up Nigeria don't want Nigeria to survive? I hope people understand the message. The message is that even P2B know that Nigeria have died or Nigeria is dying, and P2B is talking about surviving. So because it's something that is surviving, something that is dying, you will say is surviving. So they want Nigeria to survive. Nigeria will never survive. We are going to kill Nigeria by ourselves. Since Nigeria have killed us many years, in 2023, we are killing Nigeria. Nigeria will never survive the rot that is coming from us. So anybody that telling you Nigeria must survive, the person is the enemy of the freedom of our people. He knows that, if I told you people that before the end of this November, if P2B did not bow down, he is just continuing because of shame. And are you not seeing it? Go to social media. You will see all the people that are supporting him before. They are beginning to ask questions. They are saying, oh, where is the OB force? Where is this thing? Where is the force again? Oh, we are not seeing them again. Where are they? They will disappear. If they don't disappear, it will be because of shame. So they don't prove me right. We don't want anybody to prove me right. But I'm telling you, before November ending, P2B will bow down. And if he didn't bow down, just know it that it is just to show that I was not right. But at the end of the day, the end will justify the means. Now let us continue.
if it collapses, anarchy consumes everybody. You wouldn't share a party.
Why would you want anarchy to consume everybody? Why can't you listen to the people that are making up this Nigeria or that made up Nigeria? Why must you now force them? Why are you going to be saying anarchy, anarchy? Why can't you listen to the people who say, you are not going to be president? We don't want Igbo president. We are not interested in Nigeria presidency. We are only interested in our freedom. And you are talking about anarchy. If something is not done, anarchy will first of all consume you, P2B, except if you are not in Nigeria. When that anarchy will start, it will first of all visit you, except you are not in Biafra land. So don't go and start campaigning and continue to drag Biafra to Nigeria politics when Biafra didn't send you. Biafra, you yourself said, you don't vote me because I'm an Igbo man. And the Igbo people are saying they are tired of Nigeria. So if the anarchy comes, it will consume you first before any person.
If a true bomb now here, you won't know who is governor, who is the gate man.
Okay.
So it's better we save Nigeria, because if it happens, nobody knows who will be affected.
Ask P2B, why is he saving Nigeria? Is he saving Nigeria because Nigeria saved him? Is he saving Nigeria because Nigeria saved you? What is so special about Nigeria that P2B is telling you to save? I want to tell you the reason. The reason is that P2B is in the category of the elite I talked about in the beginning. They are never going to fight for freedom. So our freedom is not for people like P2B. When we are fighting for freedom, freedom is not for people like the governors. No, they can never be part of us. They will never fight for freedom, because these are the people that, that Nigeria made who they are today. They steal from Nigeria, they are corrupt, and the business they are making today, their business are not genuine. They made their business under corrupt policies. So if they do like they want to fight, it's going to go against their businesses. So what you see now is protecting their business interest, and of course, their status in the fake Nigeria. Thank you, Abba James, for that. And then we continue.
The Labour Party, that's the president that Mr. Peter will be earlier today in Makodi. But the Labour Party was at the verge of releasing its manifesto officially, which the candidate says it will be released by him. The candidate said the one that was earlier posted on the website of the party had to be reworked, and a few changes had to be made, and they will soon finalize. Let's talk about some of these issues. The Labour Party, the manifesto, the Peter Obi, the agenda or the alliance with some PDP governors, and what this means ahead in the race of the 2023. Let's speak with a chieftain of the Labour Party, Professor Pachitoni. He joins us live here in our Abuja studio. Thank you so much, Prof, for coming.
Great pleasure.
You heard my conversation with Professor Alkali, and we've made up our minds to be able to answer the question on how, not only what you want to do, but how, because over the years it's been, we want to do this, but people don't answer critical question on how it's going to be done. Tonight, your party has not released its manifesto. We saw an abridged version and were unofficial versions. When do you think that will be ready?
The manifesto is more or less ready. The only reason it has not been formally, the Indians have taken away the principal tour in the country. The team that worked on this and spent literally weeks, on this, has briefed him a couple of times, one of which was just the Lagos Chamber of Commerce, but a thorough work down. He has to own it. It's his document. It's not what some people put together. He put down a template that they worked on and have given life to, but hopefully this weekend or so, there'll be a sit down with him and this team, and after that document that is good and ready to go out with this imprimatur.
Okay, good. So perhaps before the end of the week?
It could be weekend, depending on the campaign schedule. And by next week, I'm sure it will be ready. But
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was not following. Oh my God, Chineke, very, very. Hi, hello, madam. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that. I'm sorry that it is. Now you know. You know what is connecting the criminals. I received the video. I received the video, and as this man Utomi or whatever was talking, so I was listening to the video, and I decided I want to play the audio here so that you people can listen to the audio. I don't want to show the 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 map man here, but I must tell you that now you know those who are actually, God is exposing them. It is not only the criminals that are crying about the alliance with the Yoruba nation yesterday. listen, listen to the one. Listen to the one they expect when they find out that he's a criminal, they disassociated themselves from him. Listen to his own cry. I want you to understand that the cry is too much. Oh my God! Hey, hello, madam.
But look at what Professor Kitoye, for instance, who we presented to the world as our chairman. He is now going to have joint press conference with these criminals that have turned Eastern Nigeria into blood festival. Simon Ekpa, Akitoye is holding joint press conference with people who are destroying what we are doing to try to save our people.
Oh my God, the cry is real. It is everywhere, everywhere. This is anybody that cry about the joint press briefing and alliance, historic alliance, know that these are the people that have worked against our freedom for many years. You see, anybody, just go to social media. Anybody that you hear condemning our alliance yesterday, they have been the people, sabotaging. He's crying. You remember? Some of you, do you remember last time? Do you remember when he was saying, oh, Professor Kintoye, they don't have anything to do with these people? We are just looking at them and we laugh. They say, oh, Professor Banji Akintoye don't have anything to do with these people. He is this and that. They are in charge. They are in control. My people, tell that 7 past 4 eye that Biafra is coming. By the time next year, he can come and stand in Biafra land and tell us, we are not giving you Biafra. Come and show us map. Because his own is always map. He said, where is the map of Biafra? Have you talked to Ijaw people? Have you talked to this? Tell him next year, 2023, he should come and say, you are not getting this Biafra. Tell us the map first. Let him come to Biafra land, not to run to one place in the northern Nigeria where, the people that are bankrolling him. Today, they have come to understand that the real liberation of Biafra and Oduduwa have started. And they are crying. I want to play it again. So I want you to understand the people that are fighting and crying about the alliance between Yorubas and Biafra yesterday. Historic one. And finally, they did not make it to the final round. You know that fight is stage by stage. So you fight this one, you win, and then you fight another one, and then you win, and then you go from one stage to another. Anthony, great, thank you very much. Please, MSA, is there any way you stage all the flags symbol of Biafra nationality behind the flag during your State of the Nation address. Yes, we're going to work on that. I will tell them to, yes, thank you. It's a very good advice. We're going to work on that. So, you know, so when we are telling them, they say, oh, you know, these people are not anything, and we just look at them and we laugh. It is now, when you are fighting, it is stage by stage. If you are in football game, it is stage by stage. If you are in chess game, it is stage by stage. You win this one, that one will go. They will bring another one. Now we are now in the final round of disintegrating Nigeria. The final. Finally, the real freedom fighters have now marched together to make it happen next year. And we're even talking next year, our Duduwa brothers, they want it to happen this year. So when these people, all these fake people were parading themselves, today they are crying. Those who you thought were fighting for Biafra, they are also crying. Because they say it is only brokers we are making. We agree. They say we are only shouting on social media. We agree. They say we are nobody. We agree. But today, I can assure you that we have built alliances with countries. And the effect will be felt in due time. I am telling you, it is not mouth. We have built alliance with countries. You know, before they will ask you, can Biafra tell us any country that is backing you? Tell us any this that is backing you. It is no longer like that. Within this 1 year, we've used our leg to break many doors. So the effect will be felt very soon. You know, the effect will be felt. We told you people, there is nowhere we will enter, we will not break the door. Except we don't, no matter how strong your door is, when we enter, we'll break it. So these people you see that are shouting and crying today, they were never for your freedom. These are the agents of Nigeria. Go there, penetrate them, destabilize what they are doing. You can imagine when somebody is telling you Biafra is coming next year, you say is agent of Nigeria. And actually the person is saying it. You know, the person is saying it. Today, they are crying, something is uniting them. Something is uniting them. And now you know who is the enemy of Biafra, who is the enemy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legacy, who is the enemy of our freedom. Something is uniting them. What is uniting them is that they want to fight against our freedom. When we have alliance with Oduduwa, they fight it. So why are you fighting the alliance? You want Nigeria to disintegrate. Why do you fight people who go into alliance? Why? You know, why do you fight these people? You don't have any connection with them. You don't have any dealings with them. Why then do you fight? And I know very soon they are going to see even other alliances from where they never expected. I am telling you. And it is going to happen. And before this November end, they will see those things we promised Biafrans. You know, we agree everything, everything that are calling us, we agree. Even this 4:30 is calling us criminal. They are calling us criminal. We agree, no problem, but I'm not stealing from him. And Biafrans have not stealing from. The same thing they did to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I want you people to feel the pain. You know, feel his pain, feel his pain, feel his pain.
But look at what Professor Kitoye, for instance.
And he has a big head. His head is very big. From the angle I'm seeing this video, he has a very big head like this. I didn't know that the guy has a very big head.
Who we presented to the world as our chairman. He is now going to have joint press conference with these criminals that have turned Eastern Nigeria into blood festival. Simon Ekpa, Akitoye is holding joint press conference.
And he's mentioning my name. Hi! Chineke. This man is mentioning Simon Ekpa.
With people who are destroying what we are doing to try to save our people. From what he's doing, there may be people inside Nigeria who will listen and think that something is going on and then march out in Ibadan Akure. What you see going on in Eastern Nigeria will happen here. And it will be entirely the fault of those who call them out from overseas.
Are you hearing him? He's scared. He is scared of liberating Nigeria or liberating Oduduwa and Biafra. He is scared. And he said, happening here. So which means this man, this has passport eye, is in Yoruba land. He is in Yoruba land, hiding there. Because he said, that thing that happened in the East is going to happen here. Which means he is there somewhere in Yoruba land. I want you to listen to him again.
People inside Nigeria who will listen and think that something is going on and then march out in Ibadan Akure. What you see going on in Eastern Nigeria will happen here.
You see, what you see going on in Eastern Nigeria will happen here. So this man is hiding somewhere in Yoruba land. You see, Chioma Irechuku, thank you, Mazi Simon. You told them that what they don't know is bigger than them. They didn't believe, but very soon they will believe. We told them that what they don't know is bigger than them. And you know, sometimes I look at these people, I just laugh. You know, all of them are crying. They don't even know what is coming, though. They don't know how far we have gone in Biafra. They don't know. Maybe the day one country will issue statement now that, Biafra, we are supporting Biafra. Maybe they will start writing to that country. Hey, don't support them. Support us to get the Biafra. Don't. Who are you talking with? Who told you this Biafra? Who? It is going to happen. And that is why we study these people very well. So everything we are doing, we distract them on social. We come to social media, we distract them. There's a super chat. We'll be making the super chat. We will continue to distract them, and they will continue to look at my face. They will continue to look at my face. They will continue to call nobody. They will continue to call that thing. At the end of the day, once we come out, boah, they will start crying. Oh, he's a criminal. He's a terrorist. He's a this. He's a that. Why do you go to with them? What? Yet, you have not done anything to show and convince other people that are following the event that you are actually fighting for your freedom. Who in his right sense will listen to all the nonsense you people are doing every day, all the blackmail, propaganda, photoshopping, and they will take you serious. You don't know where your problem is coming from. You are not real. Nobody is going to follow all this jamboree you people have done for 1 year now, and you expect people to take you serious. Nobody takes you serious. Look at, look at the way they went and brought Dr. Cho Ayaba. They went and brought Dr. Cho Ayaba. They brought Dr. Cho Ayaba, disgraced them. Since then, they ran away. They never tried to invite him again. Because they were expecting Dr. Cho Ayaba to come and tell them, oh, you are doing good job. You are doing great job. Dr. Cho Ayaba told them to follow Simon Ekpa. Follow Simon Ekpa to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. After the broadcast, they deleted the broadcast. They never shared it. Only those autopilot that listened to it copied some part. And it is still on the internet. I am telling you. Did you not listen to it? They deleted it. They went and invited the advisor, the security person or so of the Amazonia. That one came and also told them, follow Simon Ekpa. They may not mention Simon Ekpa, but whatever they told you was to follow Simon Ekpa, because exactly what they preached to you was what Simon Ekpa is preaching. They also deleted that particular video. Autopilot saved it. It is still there on the internet. They come and they failed. So who will take you serious? They know that all of you are criminals. You think Yoruba people will just come and... I was listening to one of the video. I was listening to how they were crying and lamenting. It was like the hair was let. It's good to see this kind of thing happen. There were emergency meeting, emergency broadcasts here and there. They called Koiki Media, they do this one, Koiki Media, everybody was calling him, hi, Chineke God. And I like the way Koiki Media, I like the way, thank you, Aledora, for sending tissue. I like the way Koiki Media handled them. Koiki Media told them, you people are crying babies. Koiki must stay very strong. Don't listen to, don't even reply them anymore. Every Yoruba media should disregard anything they're posting. You see, when they say Fulani is creating division between us and the Yorubas, you know now who are the Fulanis. Who is working? Fulani don't come and create division. They use the people that are dancing to their tone. So today, it is no longer politicians. Politicians have bought the so-called Biafra. Of course, they are not Biafra agitators, but the career agitators expelled Irat to be fighting Yorubas. And Yoruba people are very wise because they know that those people are all criminals and they were never real. They have followed the event that happened for 1 year. Today, this is the result. So, Koiki Media, don't listen to them. Autopilot media warriors will deal with them. Don't even respond. They are going to call you names. Anybody that block the person. Don't listen to them. We are marching forward. So these people are the division that we are talking about. They never want Biafra. They never want Biafra. Today, I tell you, yesterday, a few days ago, we have they say some people protested in Aba, in Abia State. We made inquiries. Because you know what I don't know about autopilot is that, you know, autopilot is autopilot. Things happen on their own. People protested. And after our inquiries, we came today on Twitter to make it very play that particular protest was autopiloted. Whoa! Simon Ekpa is a liar. When did you begin to demand for no election or election boycott if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not released? Is that your pattern? Have you been preaching it? It is only autopilot. Anything that is demanding the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is autopiloted. You may be autopilot without even knowing it. We made an inquiry and it was completely verified that it was organized on autopiloted platform, the protest in Aba. So we commend them. We commend the men that carried that particular poster. They are all autopilot. So when they come to say, do you have structure? Do we need to? Structure is Biafra. Do you have unit? Unit is you in Biafra land. You already know what to do. It's autopilot. You cannot come and say, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not released, there will be no election, and you are telling me you are part of the suspect criminals, then you are rebelling them. You are rebelling against them. You are autopilot. Completely autopilot. If you divide Aba into four today, 3.5 is autopilot. It's not it's autopiloted IPOB. under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, of which Chukwu Okike Abiama is piloting through different disciples. So if you go to Aba and divide Aba into 4, 3.5 are IPOB autopilot. So when you, what exactly are they saying? I want you people to understand that they will continue to cry. We are moving forward. Biafra is coming 118 days from where I am. We have entered 118 days. In 1 hour time, you in Biafra land, you are going to also enter 180 days to go. It is going to be going down, and we will continue to focus on our freedom. Tomorrow or today, from where I am, and tomorrow, if you are in Biafra land, the sit at home, Monday sit at home, as we continue to demand the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and for Biafra is still taking place. Complete lockdown in Biafra land. And very soon, just very, very soon, the sound of Biafra, because Biafra have a sound. The sound of Biafra will be heard everywhere. Believe me, after this particular fight and the liberation of Biafra people, Fulanis and those who thought that they have, dealt with us, that we can never rise again. Any day they hear Biafra or see any Biafra person, they will never ever forget what we are going to do to them. In the history of mankind, Fulani Caliphate will never forget what we are going to do to them. And the world will know that, yes, we really fought like men. The Biafra freedom is coming and Biafra is here. And I want to also encourage all of you who have been attacked, blackmailed, to stay strong. It is part of the game. Those who are blackmailing you are just doing what we call the sign of a dying horse. They have exhausted their power. They don't have any power again. Those power remaining, we have taken it away from them. I want to inform you from this evening that those who betrayed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra, they are only going towards 6 feet, starting from the head. One of them, the one that is in Switzerland, he is no longer talking. He can count how many times he breathes in a day. He don't breathe like a human being again. Ask question. All this evil they did against Biafra people, they are paying the price. That man in Switzerland who came to Radio Biafra and attacked Umuchineke, who came to Radio Biafra to lie, who the devil and the Fulani and Soludo were used to cause all the mayhem you see today. He is paying the price. At least he is not laughing where he is now. I know what I'm saying. He is not laughing. He will suffer for what he has done. And so shall it happen to all of them. He knows that his own is finished. I am not making mouth. Go and make inquiry of what I'm saying. He will suffer. Not just suffer. He's already suffering it. Today, he knows how he breathes. And those who connived with others to lie and bring all this thing that you see happening today, I know where it comes from. But I'm not going to touch that area now. It is not yet time. The man behind all the atrocities, I would say maybe God used him, because without him, these things will not happen. Without him, we will not make this progress. So God need to use him to cause all this confusion so that it will make progress. But let me tell you, he knows himself. His own time is coming, not yet. That thing he did, thinking that it will work out however he wanted. It didn't work out like that. Today you have seen that the table has turned around. The table has turned around. Otuarigo. Table Atuarigo. The man knows himself. He knows himself. So, table Atuarigo. He got out from pillar to pole. Someone I've not moved. I told them that I will be your last bus stop, and that so shall it be. This evening, I'm also making the declaration. I, Simon Ekpa, God will use me and many Biafrans to end Nigeria next year. Mark it. Next year, God will use me to end Nigeria. And if you are part of this movement, you will never regret it. You will make history. Nobody can fight for us except us. Our gallant men on ground are ready to go. Some of you don't know what has happened in the last 1 year. But let us keep quiet and watch until the right time to make exposition of certain things. I want to announce this evening, if you are part of Autopilot, we don't want to hear and see you share any video or audio of anybody that is killing somebody or that kills somebody or that collected money this and collected money that. We have passed that level. So I want to appeal to all Autopilot, IPOB media warriors to stay focused. Stay focused on what we are doing, propagate what we are doing. We are not interested in who killed that one and killed this one, who collect this one and not collect that one. No, we know the enemy. Our enemies has been identified, and they will continue to be our enemy, and we continue to avoid, dealing anything with them. So, but issue of sharing audios and videos of somebody who collected money or who killed that commander or who killed this commander, we know those who killed the commanders. We know those behind the killing of the commanders. We don't need it. We don't need it this time. The time we made that exposition is gone. The time we made that exposition is gone. We don't want to go back to that. We know our enemies and we know those who killed our commanders, and we don't want to continue to talk about it. Let us just focus on what we are doing, and those people knows that they are on the run. And we continue to be on the run. So I want everybody in the media team, both our writers, everybody must stop from tonight to share any audio that somebody killed this one and somebody killed that one. No, we don't want that. We know who they are. We know those who did it, and we know what we are going to do to them. But for now, we must make sure we focus on what is coming in the following days as we continue to liberate Biafra. The coming weeks and days is going to be very, very hot. No election is something that was pushed to the highest maximum. So let everybody focus on what we are doing. As we continue to sit at home tomorrow, we are going to end this broadcast today, and tomorrow is going to be a wonderful day. We are going to start our daily exposition, I think, starting from tomorrow. And of course, you know that we have been very busy, not underground, not like the criminals underground, but we have been very busy with what we are doing. And of course, we are getting results every time. So this particular instruction and the order should be shared among all the IPOB autopilot media warriors. All of you are media warriors. So from tonight, we do not want to see you share any audio of anybody telling us who killed this commander and who killed that commander. We know who they are and we know those stories. We know what happened. Whatever information you have about this particular issue, keep it. But any other thing that has to do with the struggle, to move struggle forward, you can share it on social media and let us move forward. Anywhere you see them attack any Yoruba person, go there and give them woto. Any place you see where they talk against Yoruba person, go there, go to that platform and give them woto. I know that when I say go to that platform now, they will start talking against Yorubas to get people that will come to talk in their platform, So, but yes, any place you go, you see them talk about Yoruba and talk against Yoruba people. Go there and give them woto. Give them IPOB autopilot treatment so that they will block you and then block everything. And before you know it, nobody will be watching them again. Thank you very much from here. May God bless Mazin Ambikano. May God bless Sunday Igboho. May God bless you. May God bless our Professor Banji. Now he has been added to those who are praying every day. May God bless you. May God bless our Eastern Security Network. May God bless our Umada. May God bless our Umada's husband. May God bless our media teams and all that. May God bless all of you watching this program. May God bless you, all our super chat, our members, all of you. May God bless you. May God bless our traditional rulers. May God bless our SMOs. May God bless all the pastors who are making prophecies. Even those that do not know, they say, I have paid you money. May God bless you for telling them what God is telling you. May God bless all of you. And from here, from me, is good evening.
Quite a large number came from this part of the country, what used to be Eastern Nigeria, and particularly many of the senior officers. Senior officers also came from other parts of the country, but from this side, because the people from here, from Biafra, that is the old Eastern Nigeria, are very go-ahead people, and a number of them had joined the army in the officer corps, and quite a lot of these were killed during the July program. And I myself, I'm not an Igbo man, but I was to be killed also, and I just managed to escape. And a few of the officers escaped, but very many were killed. Those that were killed came from what was then Eastern Nigeria. For instance, Major Rock is not an Igbo man, but he was killed. He was killed in Kaduna. Major Kanam was killed in Lagos, and he is not an Igbo man. And several others like that. I'm trying to say that the people, the officers killed, came not just from one tribe, but from the Eastern Nigeria as it then was.
Yes.
And so there you are. It was lucky for those of us that escaped.
Yes. I september begynte nye store uroligheter I nord, som førte til at mellom 20 og 30 000 iboer ble massakrert. Mesteparten av de